I'm curious, something I've noticed this morning from Premier Li Qiang's maiden work report is that a lot of references to the party and President Xi Jinping. And I want to back that up by alluding to what we saw yesterday with them actually scrapping this press conference by the Premier that usually happens at the end of every NPC. What is all this telling you in terms of transparency, which is something that global investors are very much crying out for at the moment?
It's very clear that this is a new ball game. I think the sense that the government is going to be much more open and transparent in terms of responding to market concerns, trying to show how they're going to alleviate those concerns, is giving way to a just trust us sort of approach. And right now, that doesn't seem to be working very well in terms of rebuilding confidence, because the government has not quite been able to deliver on what it has promised. Although it did hit the growth target last year, I think it's going to be a much greater challenge this year. So I think the lack of transparency, their desire to sort of shoo away bad data and try to hide it, I think that's not a very great way of building confidence. And so far, what we've seen out of the NPC really seems to be a set of slogans, a set of targets, but nothing more specific than that.
Two other angles
when
that
we
I want
talk about
your...
confidence, just picking up on what you...
No, Sam, carry on.
Go
please.
ahead, Tanvir. Thank you very much. I just want to pick up on what you were saying about confidence, Mr. Prasad. When we talk about some of these figures that have been announced today and the language around the work report, I mean, in terms of a barometer of confidence, is this promoting confidence going to be enough, certainly for the markets and global investors, in terms of concrete actions to try to attract some of that foreign capital back in the country? Because you and I were at the World Economic Forum last year in Tianjin, where we heard Premier Li Qiang speaking about trying to attract some of those foreign dollars back into China. But so far, the FDI numbers are telling a very different story.
Once upon a time, not too long ago, when the Chinese government announced a growth target, I think there was a sense that it would do what was necessary to accomplish that growth target. At the moment, I think that confidence is not quite there. We're not seeing it in domestic agents' behavior, either households or businesses, or domestic and foreign investors who don't seem to be that favorably aligned with what is happening in financial markets. So I think it is going to take a lot more at this stage than these targets. Certainly, anchoring expectations and trying to promise what the government can achieve is quite important. But I think in this particular circumstance, the strategy and also more specifics about the tactics that they have in mind to get to these growth targets are going to be important.